Mic check. Good. There we go. Back to the chat. What's up, boss fam? It's your boy DJ the Boss, back with another Tuesday live. I hope y'all can hear me. Give me a audio confirmation in the chat. Just let me know y'all can hear me, so I'm not sitting here talking to myself. And once somebody lets me know that y'all can hear me and everything's cool, we'll go ahead and we'll get into it, man. And we're definitely doing some Q&A later on in this session. Leonardo, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. No, that's some. I still don't, I haven't figured out a way to like hear the audio without it like doing the feedback loop, and I don't want you guys to experience that. So, 'cause that feedback sound is awful. But we're back in the office today with some weird news, with some weird shit going on with the channel. So we're definitely still gonna do question and answer segment of the live. So if you have anything to ask me, feel free to ask me at any moment. I'm here pretty much on these Tuesday lives to just answer questions and be as helpful as I can. And as you guys know, I'm still here, but the channel has been attacked. I'm not exactly sure if it's a YouTube thing or if it's a hacker thing, but a lot of creators are experiencing this right now with this invalid traffic glitch or bug that's going on, and even some of my favorite channels are going through it. Surfside PPC, who I learned all of my pay-per-click advertising methods from, his channel is also going through it as well. And what it does is Google labels or Google alleges that your channel is getting traffic from unruly sources, like say bots or whatever, or telling someone to just kind of let your videos play 24/7, or clicking your own ads to boost your ad revenue. Those type of things would be invalid traffic. I've never done any of that. I promise you, I have never done any of that stuff. At most, I may have said, "Hey, watch some ads," but I don't think that's against TOS. But yeah, so they hit me with the invalid traffic notification, and ever since then the RPMs on the channel have gone down. So we're down like 78% in RPMs. We were getting $20 to $40 RPMs, which is your amount of money they pay you per 1,000 views, and now we're down to $3 and $4 RPMs, which is no. We went from not a lot of money to virtually no money at all. So yeah, Shane, the live just started. I just got here, so we're just getting into it. We're just talking about this. Yeah, see, Tiga Hunter. Yeah, so you've seen other people go through this weird ass glitch, and it is a gut punch. Like, it does not feel good. Like, we work on these, like, these videos aren't easy to make like that. Like I actually edit. We actually take time in figuring out content, subject matter that'll get it in front of you guys. We do keyword research to figure out what you guys are searching, title and thumbnail research. Like, there's a lot that goes into creating these videos, and so that little hope that we might get some type of monetary compensation for the effort that we put into these videos that we create, that are not long, 8-15 minutes, but it takes us 9-8 hours to edit and record these videos, and we put a lot of effort into it. So for something like this to happen, it hurts. There's no way around it. There's no way around saying it like that. It just hurts. It doesn't feel good. It's disheartening. It's discouraging. It really puts me in a weird place, because I'm never the type to be like, oh, I give up. But it really puts you in that place of like, I don't know what to do, man. Like, I don't like this. It's unfair. And of course, you reach out to YouTube, and there's no help whatsoever. So all of the creators across the board, creators from it seems like it's affecting creators that have a large enough audience for them to have ad revenue from, but not big enough for them to have a dedicated YouTube rep. So it's fishy to me. I don't like it, and it's disheartening, because I've put a lot of work into this channel, and I've put a lot of work into providing value which that's not lost. People still receive the value, and we still have other ways of monetizing it. But I've never gone all out on any of those other ways of monetization because because I always thought we would have that in the background to be able to kind of make up for what we don't monetize on the rest of the channel. But yeah, I looked up, I saw this issue, I got it, and then I saw my RPMs tanking. So now we make virtually no money. We're back to basically demonetized, damn near. And so of course I try to do as much research as I can. Try to do the appeal thing. Try to do the YouTube creator help support page or what have you. But everything kind of loops you back to the page where they just explain to you what invalid traffic is, like it's your fault. So YouTube is not acknowledging that this is happening to creators. They're basically telling us, hey, make better videos. But none of my views are fake. None of you guys are fake. You guys are pretty fucking real. Like you guys are right here in this live stream. That data is trackable. So I'm sure they could see that this is happening and it's an error. Because I've never done the fake views. I've never bought fake views. I've worked on this channel for 3 years. It's been 3 years in the making. So none of these views are fake. None of the people are fake. None of the comments or the interactions. None of that's fake. So I really hope that YouTube, someone puts some pressure on YouTube so that they can fix this soon, because it sucks putting so much effort and so much heart into projects and so much thought into videos and how to help people, and taking time to edit and sit down, and then for something like this to happen, it just sucks. But that's not gonna stop us. It's not gonna stop me. I'm still going to be here for you guys. As you can see, we've been dealing with this for about a week now. So we've been a week without YouTube revenue, which sucks. But I'm still here for you guys. I'm still gonna be making videos. I'm still going to be doing these Tuesday lives. I'm still going to be answering questions. We're just going to have to obviously figure out other ways to monetize the channel so that we can keep the growth of this platform going, because it does take money to do things like this and to be able to present myself to you and give you guys resources and things like that. Money's got to come from somewhere. So we'll continue to try to maybe push harder for sponsorships. We'll have a couple of things that you guys can take part in, that you guys can help contribute and hopefully in the most valuable way to you. We're still doing consultations. I am going to do a heavily discounted run of a quick flash sale for consultations. So we'll probably be doing like 50% off for maybe 48 to 72 hours. You guys are the first to hear about that, but obviously that's as a response to the lack of YouTube revenue. So hopefully, to make up for some of the loss in YouTube revenue, we'll do some extra consultations at a heavily discounted price. I haven't released the promo code. I haven't set it up yet, but stay on. Watch my channel after we get off of this live, because I'll be posting it in the day today for the 50% off of consultations. So that would make consultations, $100. So easy decision to make. $100 for something that's probably going to help you make money for the rest of your life. So it'll be an easy thing. But yeah, that'll be on the channel and on my social media right after this live. So hopefully it'll be a start to helping make up some of this loss of revenue while we try to figure out what the hell is going on with YouTube. And yeah, that's where we are. But let me know if you guys got any questions. I'm here to help. I'm here to answer some questions today. It's somber today because I didn't really I had so much planned, and I had a flow going. I was getting into the swing of these Tuesday lives, and then something like this happens, and it just threw me off my entire game. So I don't even remember what today's topic was supposed to be. I don't even have my notes with me, so we're just in here thugging it. So we're gonna spend most of the time talking to you guys and helping you guys out. Like I said, it's not going to stop anything on the channel. It's not gonna, we're gonna keep pushing how we have. There's just probably gonna be a lot more options for you guys to participate in sales than there used to be. So, you gotta do what you gotta do. For some reason, it always seems like, for me in my life. So this is my little woe is me moment right now. Let me go through my little woe is me moment, because all of this is still real. So I apologize for the negative tone right now, but we'll get back to the positivity in just a second. But it does feel like I get attacked in the worst ways in business. Like So I don't know how many of you guys were actually have followed me like my entire journey. So if you don't, if you guys remember, like things like this happened to me like a lot. Like everything that's terrible that could happen, I've gone through in this business, which is why I feel so strongly about being able to overcome anything because I've damn near done it already. Like in the beginning, having a bigger company uh, try to just bully us in not pay us. We had another company try to do a chargeback, credit card chargeback for like 6 grand that we had to fight with the credit card companies to prove that we actually earned that money, and that was year one. That was year one. Year two, we undergo the cyber attack where our website gets deleted, our Google page gets deleted. We lose out on tons of revenue. It happens again right before COVID, so we miss out on the whole first wave of COVID clients. Probably a good freaking $5 million in revenue that we missed out on. COVID actually happens. We service gyms. Gyms get shut down. It's 70% of our revenue gone overnight. So we are always dealing with these things. We have people breaking into the vans. We have like all this random stuff, and now, you know, just it just seems like there's always some crazy thing that's going to happen, and but that's why I'm so confident that I can overcome anything is because even with this, even though YouTube's this huge, huge conglomerate business, gigantic thing. I'm not backing down. Like I don't care. Cool. Don't pay me. I'm still going to build a community. I'm still going to help people. I'm still going to build brand, and we're still going to provide as much value as we can, and the success will still be there. So, yeah, we're not gonna make this all for nothing because YouTube's having problems with their business. But with that said, you guys need to help your boy out. If I brought you any value, make sure you are following me on all the platforms. I think we are on TikTok, IG, and YouTube. If you're, make sure you're subscribed. Pretty sure you have to be subscribed to be watching this live, but make sure you're follow me on the other platforms as well. Because as you can see, we don't own these platforms. This is why I teach you guys things like creating lead magnets so that you can have everyone's email and contact information. If you're not a part of uh, the DJ the Boss email list, make sure you download the proposal template that I have in the links, and that'll put you on the DJ the Boss email list. But that's why I tell you guys to do stuff like that because we don't own these platforms. These platforms, they can do whatever the hell they want. They allow us to sit on their platforms for free. I mean, and that's more than we could ask for. That's not we didn't create YouTube, so we can't really say anything about what YouTube does, and it's a free service. So same thing with IG, same thing with TikTok. I definitely build brand, and we want to put out content and put effort towards connecting with people on those platforms. But at the end of the day, you don't own it, so you got to try to find a way to hold on to those connections on the platform that you own. Which for me is an email list or text list or contact list of phone numbers of you guys. So join the email list if you're not on the email list, and create your own email list so that if something like this happens to you, that you can always, you always have access to your customers. You can always reach back out to them. You can always, move your brand somewhere else or have, stay in contact with the people who know who you are. That's why I say do these things. Is we don't own these platforms. I don't own YouTube. So at the end of the day, I really can't say too much. I can just be disappointed in their business practices, which I am right now. So it's just not how I like being treated, and it's frustrating. I'm like it's hard. Like I'm. It makes me angry. But I come from the projects, man. Like I'm not like I'm not like a this whole corporate thing is new to me. Like it's been years, so I'm good at it now. Like it's been years in business, and I've changed my life a long time ago. But like it's still in me. Like I remember days where someone would wrong me for $5, and I would damn near throw both of our whole lives away. So to get wronged now in the business world always sits wrong with me, and it's almost laughable. But it upsets me. It's frustrating. But we will keep going. We will push through. So let's see what we got in the comments. Paul Spells, what up, Paul Spells? Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. So DJ, glad to be here with the fam. Glad to have you here, man. Glad to have you here. Let's see who we got. Yo, they're able to fix it. I really do hope they're able to fix it. and retroactively. Like I don't want them to just fix it and and going forward things are cool. Like y'all owe me money. Like I'm getting like we get like 40, 50,000 views a month. So like retroactively you gonna need to pay me. I want to need my money for that because right now it's not it's not they're not running ads on my videos. Excuse me. It's not like they're not running ads on my videos. They're definitely 100% running ads on my videos. They're just not paying me the same for them. So they were paying me for, per 1,000 views 20 to anywhere from 20 to $40. Now that same 1,000 views makes me $3 or $4. It just is not it doesn't add up. So I'm gonna need y'all to fix that. Whatever the hell is going on that's making everyone's RPM tank, and you know what I'm saying, and retroactively give me my money. But either way, we gonna keep it pushing. Either way, we'll be monetized. You don't really need YouTube's ad revenue to be monetized online. You create products and you sell your services and your products and things like that, and you build value, so much value that people basically feel obligated to do business with you. So that's what we're gonna do. That's the game plan. And that's how you guys should be marketing, your cleaning businesses or whatever else that you're doing online. If you're doing something like me, or if you're, whatever. It's the same exact approach. I promise you. Look around. Just look around. Look around you. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's how business is being done now. Any business that's new, that's getting started now, this is how they do business. You have to be putting out content, letting people know what you do, building value. The ones who build the most value, whether that be entertainment value or educational value, or a lot of it's entertainment values. So don't lose the entertainment side when you're trying to create content. I know we do cleaning, but try to be entertaining, or try to be helpful. And then once you have an audience who follows you and they know you for being helpful or entertaining, then you could ask for sales, and then you can show them how to do business with you. But that's how business is done nowadays, whether it's podcasts, YouTube channel, or some big IG, or online ads, or pay-per-click, or ads on any of the OTT platforms. That's how it works now. Let's see. Like I said, we're still gonna be answering questions. So if anybody has any cleaning business related questions, I'd be happy to help you, or any questions whatsoever. We just have a family meeting today, so yeah. Let me know what y'all want to talk about. Let me see what else is going on in the comments real quick. Sergio says, "Can you boost the?" Yeah, let's see if we can at least move the mic a little bit closer. I wish I would have seen that earlier. Let's see. All right, that should be a lot better. Let me know. I'm a little bit closer to the mic. I'm gonna try to stay a little closer to the mic. Let me know if that's better, Sergio. Tap in with me. Let's see what other comments we got. Let's see. Of course, it sounds like YouTube hating because you're showing your fellow people how to get the money and rise above poverty legitimately. I don't know, but it's crazy how these platforms act when money is involved. You ain't never lying. Once money involved, shit goes left. It goes crazy. It's like all morals go out the window, and people just kind of want to do, whatever's best for their bottom line. Which, cool. I can't. I don't want to go to my grave like that. I wouldn't want to go to my grave like that. Nowadays, I'm more pressed about how I make my money than how much money I make, and because I that's what I think about. Let's see. I know it sucks, but I appreciate you for being honest about it and showing it. The realness is appreciated. Yeah, Shane, man, you know how I get down, bro. I don't. Everything's transparent over here. I don't really have a reason to hide, and me sharing it is always gonna help more than me keeping it to myself. Me putting it out there is gonna uh, be one more voice, talking about this issue, and hopefully the collective number of people that are putting stuff out here and exposing this, that it puts pressure on YouTube. They can say, they'll be able to say that it doesn't exist or there's no problem, but once there's a couple 100,000 of these complaints and these videos on YouTube now. So now I have a short. This will be a live where I'm talking about it. I'm also posting a video about it later on today. And other people, everyone else who's going through it has posted videos, which is how I know everyone else is going through it. So once there's an entire section of videos about how they're messing up, or how they're fucking over us, then something will have to be done. It'll have to be addressed at some point, or it'll be more detrimental to them if they don't. But yeah, it's better for me to share it than to keep it, and it's kind of how I've always been, and how I handle everything in business. I'm really transparent. So yeah, so let's see. Delana B looks like she has a question. She says, how do we effectively close commercial contracts? This would be for a new business. We're cold calling to get leads, but after we submit our proposals, estimates, we never hear back. Delana B, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being on the live and asking a question. This is a common question, so I can tell you're new to the business, but you are so far ahead of the game. I want to tell you that just starting off, you're so far ahead of the game. It's not even funny. The fact that you start off and you're cold calling and you're in business. You're doing it. You're already there. You're already 10 steps ahead of most people, because most people are too lazy or too scared to actually pick up the phone and call some people. And even further than that, you already have success. So you're already getting walkthroughs, cold calling people. So you're already getting in front of the hard part is done. The hard part is done. Now you're doing yourself a disservice by letting it in at the walkthrough. That's not the sale. The walkthrough isn't the sale. The walkthrough isn't closing. You're just getting started. That's the beginning. Further on down the line, when you put people in place, like say you start hiring people to do cold calling for you, and they just put these walkthroughs on your schedule. So that's where you should be thinking from. Like, that's where your journey with the client is going to start. Like at the walkthrough, now you can start selling. That's the first part of the sale. It seems like you're going on these walkthroughs, giving them pricing, and then you're just letting them walk away. No, follow up with them every day, every other day, or twice, 2-3 times a week. After that walkthrough, it has to be obvious for them what the next step is. So maybe somewhere in your walkthrough, or at the end of your walkthrough or your presentation, you want to be talking about what the next steps are going to be. I hope I'm making sense. You want to talk about what the next steps are going to be, like whether it's like I've said this in another video, you want to get that start date, so you can base everything around that start date. And so you want to start scheduling things. Assume they want to move forward, and start scheduling things like key releases and security, when you're going to get security, and getting payment information and things like that. However you want that system to go, you have to design your system start to finish with these clients. However you're going to onboard these clients, think that out from start to finish. And so don't let them just take pricing and you never hear from them. Reach back out to them, call them. There should already be a next step for them to follow. And if they don't follow the next step, then you're reaching out to help guide them to the next step in getting that yes or that no. If the answer is a no, then you move on to the next one. But if you haven't heard back at all, then you haven't gotten a no yet. You need to work until you actually get that no. So, but that's that's how I would approach that. Let's see. Yeah, never hearing back from clients. Yeah, you don't. That's on you. You need to reach back out to them. Following up is probably most of sales. It's probably like prospecting is only. It's not even. It's like 20%. Like 20% is prospecting. Presenting and following up. That's most of sales. That's the majority of sales. And these people, like, you should have these people that you're calling or that you're doing these walkthroughs in your list forever. If they never become clients, you keep them in that list and keep marketing to them until they become clients, or until they say, never talk to me again. That's what you need to be doing. Says, thanks so much. Make sure Rebecca, I'll definitely be doing that. Yes, do follow-ups. Make it systematized. Make it so that you're doing the exact same thing every single time, so that you're going to get a predictable result once you put someone else in that spot. That is a bonus tip. I'm giving bonuses today. That's jewels, right? That's jewels right there. If I say nothing else valuable in the rest of this video, that was worth the price of admission. But that's it. So make sure, you definitely start following up. Definitely make sure you systematize your entire process. Once you get that customer, you give them pricing all the way to the point where they're fully signed up. You have all their information and you're about to start cleaning on day one. That system needs to be thought all the way through, and it needs to be easy as hell for the customer. That's the main thing. It needs to be easy and straightforward for the customer, and they can't have questions about what to do next. So as fast and as streamlined as you can make that, the better off you are. And the better off you will be once you put someone else in that position, because you will be able to know and expect a certain result from their efforts. So you know that if they follow this thing how you have it spaced out, how you have it spelled out, then they will be, they'll get results that you can predict. Let's see. Donnie Brasco. Shout out to Donnie Brasco, man. Long time subscriber. Real valuable member of the community. He's always in the comments helping other people out, helping me out. So shout out to Donnie Brasco. I appreciate you, boss. So I'm currently paying my mother-in-law half of the account I have. I'm doing it under the table. Is that a mistake? I don't really. There's no wrong way to do this business. I mean, if it's working for you, if the building is getting cleaned and you end up with money in your pocket, it's working. It's going fine. Like I can't really tell you anything else. We're all making up how to do this business. What works for us as we go along. And if you're in the beginning, is get it how you live. Don't let people make you feel like you're doing something wrong. Like it's get it how you live. We're cleaning. We're not building airplanes. This is we're not mixing we're not doing anything crazy. This is simple stuff. So it doesn't have to be a certain way. As long as the job gets done and you get money in your pocket, you're doing a service for somebody, you're providing them value, and you're getting money in exchange, then that's all you need to worry about. It doesn't matter if it's your family, your mother-in-law, your cousin, or if you never use family, you never use anyone you ever know. It really doesn't matter. That in itself isn't going to make it what's wrong with it. What's going to make it wrong is if paying her half of the account is not profitable for you. Say if you're paying her half of the account, and then there's, after the rest of your bills, there's no money for you, then something's off. But if she's taking half the money and she's actually cleaning the account and good, and you get to go and get other accounts, then that sounds perfect to me. That sounds exactly like what business should. You just have your mother-in-law as an employee. It doesn't mean anything. Now your mother-in-law, basically what you asked me is, can you hire your mother-in-law? Yes, you can hire your mother-in-law. That's perfectly fine. Plenty of people hire their family members. It's not a mistake. If it works for you, it works for you, bro. Nate Nick says, what's up, y'all? Sorry I'm late, but I'm here. Shout out, Nate Nick. What's up, man? Glad to have you here. Appreciate you. Wayne C says, what's up, DJ? Thanks for taking the time out of your day to connect. My question with hiring employees is, do you think daily pay would be a good incentive to keep consistent workers? Ooh, that is interesting. I like how you're thinking. I really like how you're thinking. This is a CEO type question. Now you're thinking like a CEO. I like that. Daily pay. No, I don't think. I think it's going to be tragic. I think it would be absolutely tragic. But I've never done it, and only people I've ever known to do it are staffing agencies, and so they do daily pays. And when I've worked with staffing agencies, I don't even know how that works. I know I only pay them once a week or once every other week. And I'll pay their invoice for their employees that they send. But I've never tried to pay everyone daily. I think it'd be a logistics nightmare. I think it'll cost you a ton of money in whoever's running payroll. I think it really, it would be not necessarily ineffective, but I just don't think it would be the most efficient. I think it'd be inefficient, extremely inefficient, to try to pay everyone daily. But then again, that's just me from the outside looking in. I don't know shit. I've never tried it. I think if the trade-off is all of your employees absolutely freaking love you and are willing to jump off a bridge for you because you pay them every day, then I'm wrong. Then I'm 100% wrong, and you are a genius. So, maybe try it. Try it out. See if it works. See if you can do a daily pay. Figure out a way to get everyone's information in and tracked and verified every day, and get payment out to them, or maybe a day behind, but they still get paid every day. or or what have you, or however long, however you set it up, whatever the runway is, that could be cool. It's not, that sounds cool. Sounds like a cool thing about some company. You could be the company that blows up or gets into the media because you pay your employees every day. Like I said, there's no wrong way to do this business. We are all making this shit up as we go. You just need to systematize it so that you can predict it, and so you once it does, yeah, it really doesn't matter. So you're just trying to get to a point to where you can put $1 in and get $2 out. That's pretty much it. That's the goal that you're trying to get to. Yes, there's a lot of work that's oversimplifying it, but that's all you're trying to do is get to the point where you can, know that you're going to put this amount of money into the business, and it's going to, kick back a certain amount of money to you. That's it. Aside from that, everything in the middle is made up. Let's see. Benzo. What up, Benzo? Appreciate you being here. Thank you, man. Benzo says, I appreciate how transparent you are, bro. Inspired me to change my life. Got the LLC yesterday and writing the business plan to your tips, man. Appreciate the game. Absolutely, man. I'm proud of you, man. Shout out to you. Congratulations on getting the LLC started. Don't forget that EIN number. Everyone forgets the freaking EIN number. Go get the EIN number and then go get the bank account. There you go. That's step 2 and 3. If everybody else didn't know, once you go get your LLC, that is not the last. That's not it. You're not set. You're not there. There's still no corporate veil. That you still need the EIN number, which is basically like social security number for your business. You still need that, and you go get a bank account. Now you're ready. Now you can go sell someone and get start counting your money, which you don't even really have to wait until you do any of that to start selling people. You could not. I could literally think of a business right now, like whatever. I'm looking around for something. Like I'm gonna start selling sandbags. I could literally Google people who need sandbags right now, who I think need sandbags, and start calling them and trying to place orders right now. I can do that before I get a license. I can do that before I have a website. I can do that whenever. It's work. Like that. Like everyone's afraid of the work. You think setting up a website or getting your LLC is going to do the work for you. No, it will not do the work for you. So either way, like if you were waiting to get started to do that, then you were just avoiding working, to be honest with you. So just get to work. Now that you have done it, now there's no excuse. Now that's out the way. Get back to work. The actual work is selling your service. The actual work is selling your product or your business, whatever it is. Let's see, comments coming in. I don't want to get too far behind. Thanks, all your hard work, much appreciated. Thank you, I appreciate you. I do work hard. Let's see. Benzo says, if you already talked about pricing, I'll look for the vid. But in your opinion, is by the square foot or by the job better to charge by? That's a weird question. If you're talking about post-construction bids, they usually like to just see it in price per square foot because that's how everything in real estate is measured. But it doesn't mean that you're not using an hourly rate to come up with a price per square foot. So I base everything off of man hours. The man hours will dictate how everything else flows in the pricing. So I start off with man hours, and then I have my profit on top of my man hours after supplies. But yeah, so I mean by the job, I do give a price to the client as a job price. So I don't say, oh, it's like unless it's post construction. For post construction, yeah, I'll say it's X amount per square foot. But for regular cleaning jobs, janitorial, I will never give them a price per square foot. I would give them a building clean price and a building not clean price. A building cleaned a certain way price and a building cleaned another way, a different price. It's not I don't want people to be able to like mix and match or like try to create their own discounts within. Like we're not doing any of that, because if you give a regular business a price per square foot, then they're gonna start subtracting square feet for like to nitpick and try to create things, and you'll lose revenue like that. It's a price for the building to be clean and price for a building to not be clean. See Benzo, Dwayne B. House of Roses in the Darks. House of Roses in the Dark says, hey yo, I made it while you're actually doing the live. Yay. What's going on, my love? I appreciate you being here. I know you're out there hustling hard. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you. I know you can do it. Rock with me, man. I'm telling you, we will get you there. We will get you there. Houses of Roses. I know you've been in the comments a lot recently, and you've just found the channel. But I've been paying attention. I've been watching. You know, keep hustling. You're doing the right thing. It's people like you that are gonna be able to, like, I'll be able to pull up next to me and say, like, not only was it me, it's not just me. Other people can do this. Other people can pull themselves out of those tough situations. We just have to have the right attitude and the right, and the right information in front of us. But I know you can do it. And I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you finally made it to a live. It's good to see you. Let's see who else we got in here. JC recently quoted 2270 for a 5600 square foot office with 10 toilets, 2 urinals, 4 sinks. Did I quote too low or too high in your opinion? How the hell am I supposed to know that, bro? I don't. How many days a week are you there? I really don't know. What did I don't know how I'm supposed to figure that out. I don't have enough. I don't have enough math. I don't have enough numbers there. Too many variables for me to be able to tell you if you bid too low or too high. But I can tell you right now, if count the money. If if you were able to uh, pay your employees and take home some money, like if you're not out of money after you pay for that job to get done, then fine, then you're good, cool. If you're doing it yourself and you feel like 270 is enough, then it still works. But also do the math for, if if you pay an employee, is that enough? If you pay an employee, is there still money left over? That's pretty much it. If the answer to that is yes, then it's a good price in my opinion. Let's see. So it's too low, JC. I don't know. Like, how's that? You don't know if it's too low because he could be coming once a quarter. So if he comes one time a quarter, then it might be a little too expensive. So who knows? Looks like it's that once a week, 5 days a week, 5 days a week, 5 days a week. Whew. You might, do the math, man. Force yourself to put somebody else in there. If you don't need the money, don't do the work. Like, if you need the money, clean. If you don't need the money, like all of it, then don't do it. Force yourself to put somebody in there, because it'll train you to do business the right way. It'll train you to do business. Force yourself to put someone in there, and it'll force you to think about your pricing better, and the fact that you're gonna have to pay someone to do this, and you still have to make money on top of that. You're not gonna make a crazy amount on top of just one person, but you have to have a profit margin. You have to get used to putting people in those positions. Let's see if I can keep up with these comments coming in. Hustler 3000, shout out to you. What up, man? Welcome to the stream. Paul Spell says, I'm up early every day cold calling and I'm not getting any luck at all. Everyone says they have a cleaning company already. What should or can I do, if anything, to change my luck? Paul Spells, I don't know if you saw the post that I posted earlier today. And this, man, look, I'm not like a mean person. I'm not a mean person. I love everyone, but I have to give you tough love because I love you, bro. It means you are not good at cold calling. Either you're not good at prospecting and you're calling the wrong people, or you're not good at cold calling, which could be for a number of different reasons. One, you could have just not practiced enough. You could have not had enough training, about how to cold call, or good cold calling techniques. How it could be something about how you're opening or how you're closing, because but we still cold call, and we still get people that say, oh, they have a cleaner already or what have you. But those, contracts ends. Usually contracts end every year. There's still no reason for you to not to be able to give them pricing that they can hold on to for a year or so, or just compare to their current cleaners or what have you. If you're calling nothing but people who are happy with their cleaning service already, then you're clearly prospecting wrong. You're calling the wrong people. So there's a you factor in there, and I don't. It doesn't feel good for me to tell you that. It doesn't feel good. I take no joy into telling someone that you have to get better. But I literally just posted that. That's my theme of today. The number one reason why I've been successful at all is because anytime something goes wrong, I take it as I did something wrong. or I'm not good enough in this area. I don't know about enough in this area. And so I go and I try to improve myself in those areas. And that's how you get better, and that's how you overcome those things and get to the next level. It's not cold calling doesn't work. Cold calling definitely works. Plenty of people build huge businesses out of cold calling. It's like saying, you know, basketball doesn't work. Basketball doesn't work as a career because I'm not making money from it. No, I'm not. I'm not Kobe. I'm not Steph. Like so it doesn't work for me because I'm not them. Like so if it's not working for you, that you're just not him right now, bro. But that's okay. Keep practicing. Keep practicing. Keep at it. It just means you got to get better. Find research how to prospect better. You probably haven't niche down to a target customer. That's probably the main thing. You I'm I don't know a whole lot about what's going on with you, Paul, but a lot of people, when they are trying to do sales for the first time in this cleaning business, they think, oh, I clean buildings. Anybody who has an office building, that's what I clean. And cool, yes, that's true. But in the beginning, you don't have enough knowledge to talk to everyone in every industry in a way that they understand. So it's best to just pick a niche, find a client type to focus on, so that way you can be even better at talking to just that client type. If you focus on just just dentist office, you're gonna know something about what dentists go through and what they deal with and what they like to hear, and you'll be able to use that and sell to them more effectively. You'll be able to say something to them quicker to keep them on the phone. You'll be able to say something that's important to them if you are saying, hey, I specialize in your business, specialize in servicing them. If you niche down and narrow your target, you'll be able to hit something a little bit soon. But I appreciate you, Paul. Get back out there. Do not stop cold calling. Do not stop cold calling. That is, like, you need to be doing that. You just need to get good at it. You just need to get good at it, or get good at prospecting. Get prospecting and niche down. Now those are the pieces of advice that I can tell you. And don't take no for an answer. This is sales, man. You got to push. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, at least 18 to 2,000 a month. Yeah. Appreciate y'all tapping in and helping JC with the pricing. Y'all know how I get down. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we lay things out. But Tika Hunter says, hey DJ, you mentioned you use temp agencies to get employees and pay the invoice. How do I get employees by using the temp agency? How do you pay the temp agency to go about this? And is it pricey? Yes, it's extremely pricey. it's extremely pricey. You think it's not terrible. It depends on the temp agency, but Google, like, so this is, I was broke before. So like I know when I was broke, I could go to a temp agency and they can place me in a job, and then I'll go to that job and I just try to outwork everyone so that they bring me on permanently. Like, so I knew that these things existed before I started a business because I was on the other end of them. I don't think most people even know that temp agencies exist, but like that's how they work. The temp agency just charges a little bit on top of the hourly wage of the employee, or depending on how they work, or you give them a certain amount a month and they just match somebody up with you. Sometimes you provide them training. Different temp agencies will work differently, but the ones that I like, they'll send me someone. I'll send them my training. They'll train with them on their first couple of first few hours, and then they send them over to my location. They work just like everyone else. They clock in and out. They turn their timesheets into both me and the temp agency, and yeah, the temp agency sends me my invoice for them. They pay them. I pay the temp agency. That's how that works. But you do it by partnering with the temp agency. I don't know how else to really. It's like you reach out to the temp agency. You're gonna have to fill out and sign up for their program or get into their portal or what have you. Different temp agencies are going to do things a little bit differently, but that's, you just go through the process, get set up, give them the information that they need from you, and keep it pushing. Then whenever you need people, you let them know that you need people, and they'll send you people if they have them. It's just the same as any other method. It's not Nothing in this business is super complicated. It's just some things that just work. Some things you actually just have to talk to people, and that's pretty much it. So let's see, Nick. If you run from the work, you might as well hide from the money. I'm glad somebody said it. Thank you. You already know, right? If you run from the work, you might as well hide from the money. Everyone's trying to find some way to like avoid working, in which it's throw it like it completely throws me off, man. If you run from the work, you might as well hide from the money because you're definitely not gonna get it. It's going to be work. There's no way to just not work. You know, sit back and like rub your hands. You know, like until you've been in this for a long time. Like you don't just get to like you don't just get to these places. This is not it's not an easy thing. It's difficult. If it was easy, then everyone would just do it. Everyone would just do it. I don't think people understand that. Like people see other people, even the people who may have gotten lucky or whatever, or look like they got lucky. Like you're not seeing the behind the scenes. You have no idea what that person had to change about themselves, what they had to go through, who they had to talk to, what they had to figure out. Like this stuff is difficult. Everyone doesn't get an easy break, and everyone who made it didn't just get lucky. Like some people actually worked their way to where they are, like one person at a time. And I think that might have to be the next video, because I think this whole talk of scale and big money is making you guys forget that this is a one-to-one thing, especially in the beginning. One client makes your business different. If you have less than 30 clients, one client makes your business different. Just one. So all day you should just be trying to get one new client. That's it. One new client. And if you get one in a quarter, you still did good. Because that's all it takes in this business to change your business, to move your business up to the next level. That's it. It's one client at a time. That's it. So don't stress out like trying to reach everybody and do a million things for a million different people. You're not there. You are not there yet. You do not have a team. You need to focus on the one client at a time. If you're prospecting somebody in the very beginning, you should know more about that company than half the people who work there. That's just facts. You should know. Like when I first started and I'm cold calling people, I would research the people in the company. I find them on Facebook. I find their likes, and like if they had a dog, and like it's worked before. Like I found the fact that someone who worked at a company that I was trying to get into had the same kind of dog as me, a Chihuahua Wiener dog mix. I sent them a message and a picture of my dog. We chopped it up for a little bit. They made the introduction to the actual person who was in charge of hiring for that facility, hiring cleaners for that facility, and I ended up being able to pitch him. These are relationships that you're building. Let's got some more comments. I don't want to fall too far behind the comments, but yeah, man, don't run from the work. Don't run from the work, or you are hiding from the money. Get to it. So literally adopted this as my new motto. Period. It's been my motto since I was 11 years old, man. Tap your boys. I've been in this business since 1997 and still learning. There's no stopping the learning. There's never gonna be a point where we're gonna be in business and we just can say, okay, I know enough now. No, if you want to grow, there's something to learn. If you want more money, there's gonna be something to learn, something to improve on. So, like Michael Jordan, Kobe, in the gym till they died. Well, Michael's not dead, but Kobe was in the gym till he retired. Michael in the gym till he retired, and after he retired, still in the gym, still learning, still getting better. Greatest of all time retires, and we're still working out. So let's see what other comments we got. What do you mean price for the building not to be cleaned when you were talking about pricing? I think it was being hyperbolic. I think it was just like, hey, this is a price if you want the building clean at all, this is the price for the building, meaning there's no in between the building being clean and zero. That's it. That's all I was saying, was that there's no in between. There's no way to restructure my contract. There's my price for me to clean your building for you, and then there's $0. It's free or it's it's free and I don't clean the building, or you pay the full price and I clean the building. That's what I meant. I didn't mean that like there's a price for me to not clean the building. Let's see. How's Rose in the Dark? Thanks for the love. Student of Review TV says, do you have a Monday through Friday 2 hour positions, or are 2 hour positions not worth to offer? Don't your mate don't make the decision for someone. Like, you put it out there. But if you need somebody for 2 hours, Monday through Friday, someone's gonna want that. Someone's gonna take that. Like that helps somebody. That like don't say no for other people. Like just because you wouldn't take 2 hours, it doesn't work for you. You have no idea. Like I've had so many different people work for me for so many different weird hour combinations and in reasons, and you'll never know. And you could be saving someone's life. Like, you could be really helping someone out by offering them the 2 hours a night for 5 days a week, because it's a stay-at-home mom who, when dad gets home, she really just wants to get out of the house and do something to be able to make some extra money to buy extra whatever it is. Like, you could be giving someone like the last little bit of money that they need to actually cover all their bills, and they just needed something, an extra 2 hours, little later at night, or a little after hours because traffic, or they have to pick up school or do something for someone else. Like, you could be really helping somebody out, man. Don't hold that back. Like, if you have 2 hours of work for somebody, put it out there. Let someone take that 2 hours of work. Like, don't be like, oh, it's only 2 hours of work. It's only 2 hours of work. No, it's 2 hours of work, bro. It's 2 hours of work. It's 2 hours of work. It's 2 hours of money. Like, that's like, have some perspective, man. Have some perspective. Like, everyone isn't where you are. Everyone isn't where you are in life. Everyone shouldn't be where you are in life. Everyone's at their own level. Everyone has their own situations and reasons for doing things. You don't know what other people are, sacrificing, or how they have their lives set up. That 2 hours could really be helping somebody else. So give that to them. Delana B looks like she's chopping it up with Paul. Says, I felt like this when I first started cold calling. When you call, try to build rapport with whoever answers and let them know you like to introduce yourself to the person who makes the hire. Yep. Big facts. So, hustler with restaurant cleaning. Something you do, would you recommend? I was offered a meeting with a restaurant owner. So, Hustler 3000, you must be a new subscriber. So, my old subscribers know my answer to this question. I hate restaurants. I will never ever clean a restaurant again. We had a terrible experience. One of the bad deals that I was talking about in the beginning of this live, one of those was a restaurant. So, I personally am not ever cleaning restaurants. They're freaking disgusting. They're hard to clean. But I know restaurant cleaning is plentiful. It's bountiful. There's money in restaurant cleaning, so I'm not saying don't do it. Plenty of people do just the things that go over the stove, the hood cleaning. People have whole companies just cleaning those things. But restaurant cleaning is lucrative. If you have restaurant experience, then I think it's a good idea. It's just not for me. So like I said, there's no wrong way to do this business, and you could almost make a small business out of every aspect of the cleaning industry. So go for it, man. Go for it. If you want to do restaurants, you think that can be a niche for you, then go clean restaurants. Let's see. I know you do learning management systems for your training manuals. I'm writing mine and do a script for it. I don't have the gear to film myself. I was going to use an AI model and graphic design my booty out for the video. You're thinking way too hard, House of Roses. You're making it way too hard. Use the learning management system and film it with your phone. Whatever you're talking to me on right now, I'm sure has a camera, and that's more than enough. It's a training video. You're not making a feature length film. Like, it just has to be good enough for them to see what's going on. It's not even supposed to look good. I do that because I'm a media junkie, and you can still graphic design your butt off and put your best foot forward. But just use your phone. Don't make it like overly complicated, because you'll never finish it that way. You'll never finish it. Like, my training programs take so long to create because I'm over prettifying them. I'm making them too pretty as opposed to just getting them done and getting the knowledge across. That's what be more focused on getting the knowledge across in the most effective way and not how good looking the training is. Um, and that'll be more more effective for you in the long run. Let's see. Isn't the temp agency fees more than paying the employee directly? Absolutely. That's why I said it's expensive. So whatever you pay an employee, you're gonna pay on top of you're gonna pay agency fees to the temp agency on top of that. So it is more expensive than just hiring an employee directly. But if you have trouble, getting employees, just like if you have trouble getting clients, you can go get lead generation services and buy leads from someone else. You can buy employees from someone else who's better at getting employees. And it's the same way. They exist for the same reason. They're both expensive. I don't do either. I don't like recommend starting out doing either one. When you're in a pinch, these things exist, and they're at your disposal, and you can use them. It's all about how you mix and match the tools at your disposal. Temp agency is used better as a band-aid in a long term. Someone until you help them find the position. It ends up costing you a lot, and you lose profit. You do not need to provide transportation. Absolutely, that's absolutely right. You do not need to provide transportation, and yeah, it's a band-aid, just like lead generation is. Like if you can't get your own leads, if you can't buy your own leads, you are going to go out of business at some point soon. Like you have no leverage in that relationship. Your lead generator has all the leverage because they created the relationship with the customer. Just like if you can't get your own employees and you have to use a temp agency, you are vulnerable. You can go out of business very, very soon because you do not have the leverage. But yeah, so all those things are band-aids. Everything in business you need to know how to do for yourself. You're gonna need to learn how to have your business efficient at creating that. And if someone works in your business and they do something that no one else knows how to do, you need to make a system around that so you keep those things in your business and you keep that ability in your business so that personnel doesn't matter. As long as people have the basic capabilities, they can come into any position and thrive because the information is there on how to do it. Let's see, but who has music for us? That was a good comment. I appreciate you saying that. 'Cause, yeah, I didn't vocalize it how I wanted to, and that's how I would have preferred to vocalize it. Let's see. Tiger Lily says, "Yay, Carter Live!" Shout out Tiger Lily. What's up? See y'all. Hit the like button. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all for doing that. Who else we got? See if we can get through the last of these comments. Yeah, I did see some talk about the new COVID strain. I've been keeping an ear on it. I'm not going crazy just yet. But I think all in all, as a society, we're a lot more prepared for something like it. So what programs do you use for safety training, and how often do you perform this training? Do you provide safety training monthly to each employee and documents and employee profiles? I don't know what you mean by employee profiles, but I mean in my learning management system, which employees can always go back through and rewatch videos and look at processes and procedures and how things are done. There is safety training in the onboarding in the training onboarding training, and then when we have quarterly meetings, we generally like once every other quarter or something. One of those meetings will usually be about training, so it'll be about training, or then there'll be one about chemicals or what have you, or process and procedure, or whatever you or reviews or whatever we're focused on at that time. So they do get multiple exposures to safety and to safety training and things like that. So once in the beginning when they come on, of course it's something that we routinely talk about. Everyone's trained on safety guidelines and protocol, what to do if this happens and whatnot. And then again, if they work for us long enough, then they'll eventually be around for when we have those team meetings that are focused on safety. But that's how we do it. So what route did you take to learn how to build a successful business structure? How did you systemize your business? So this Trial and error, Shane. Everything has been trial and error. That has been my specialty. Has been trial and error. So I didn't. No one really told me what a system was. I kept seeing that everyone's like make systems, create systems, but no one ever really told me what a system actually was and looked like. But the system is really just thinking out how something looks from start to finish. What is it? What is it physically to go through from where you start or where you meet somebody or where someone is into whatever that end result is, and everything in between is the system. How that works is the system. So most people just have they don't pay attention to what goes on in between, and they kind of just fumble their way through it. But if you purposely set things in order for how they're supposed to work until you get to that end result, and you force things to happen that way, you use technology or have a list of things to do to get people through those processes and procedures. Those are processes and procedures to get to the end result. But that's how I go about it. It's just been trial and error, because you go through things and you realize, it's hard for clients to actually, like I'm typing the same thing over and over again. That means there's some clog in your system. Like there's probably some piece of technology that can fix that for you, and then your system gets a little more efficient. Then the process of going from point A to point B gets a little shorter. That system is a little more streamlined. But it's just been trial and error, paying attention to business, watching how other business organizations work. Uh, Lots of research and just lots of watching other businesses. I didn't stay on just cleaning. I watched any service business. I was watching lawn care channels. I was watching window washing channels. I was watching pressure washing channels, and I was watching your marketing company channels and sales channels, and how I'm paying attention to how these businesses were structured and how who was doing what and what was dedicated to what. But you're not gonna directly mimic any of those. It's your business is going to form its own identity, and you may even have positions that other people don't have in their business, and that's okay. You have to know that that's okay. So like you may have someone who's responsible for, you know, picking up a certain picking up stuff from storage unit and bringing it somewhere else, but they also are the ones answering the phones like that, and that's fine. That can be a position in your company if you need it done. It doesn't matter. We're all making this stuff up as we go. That's why I keep saying that. Uh, but as long as you have systems in place and processes to get these predictable results, it really doesn't matter how you set it up. Let's see, where are we in these comments? Restaurants are terrible to work with. I really hate working with restaurants. Um, JC says, "What legal documents do I need when hiring contractors, and where can I print them for free?" I have no idea. I do not do a whole lot of work with subcontractors. Um, but I assume, just like everything else I say with paperwork, it's Googleable. It's something you can type into Google that will give you an answer. You can read through it, and you can customize it. The things at site that you can see that you need to change that make it relevant to you, and then you take that to a lawyer and you pay them to finalize it for you and to make it legally binding. That's the easiest way to go about it and to guarantee that you're not messing it up. So let's see. For the advice, appreciate the land. Man, I love when y'all are in the chat just chopping it up with each other and helping each other out. That makes it so much easier for me. Wayne sees anybody here in Atlanta market, let's connect. I was just in Atlanta like a few months ago, a couple months ago. This is the thing. Let's get ready to get my company going, get my business going tomorrow morning. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, man. Looks like everyone's, uh, for the most part, just chopping it up with your boy, man. I appreciate y'all for being here, and it's about that time for us to get ready to get up on out of here. If anybody has any other questions, it's about the last chance to get those last questions in. We got about 3 minutes, maybe two. Since hey from Maine, Bossman. Maine. Oh, on the other side of the country. Had our first bid today on the job. Gotta write the bid tonight. So nervous. Worse than the first day. Thank you for all I got off your channel, man. You relax. Just breathe. Take your time. Do the math. You can do this. You know, it won't be. It's the first, but it won't be the last. How long does it take to build business credit? I did a live stream on business credit. I think you should definitely go check that out because I talked about it in lengthy detail on there. But basically, you're gonna start with vendor credit, like your Uline accounts and things like that. All, you know, those type of credit lines. Of course, after you have your EIN tied to, you know, the credit bureaus and Dun and Bradstreet, which is the business credit bureau. You'll start off with vendor credit, and then you'll move up to like your store credit, and you know, like your Home Depots and Best Buys and those type of things. Gas cards, you know, I think Wix is still one of the largest ones. I think for gas was just like Shell and Jiffy Lube and stuff like that. But I think they have like a credit card that they give out for that. That gets you boosted up, and then after that you step up to your regular, your, you know, Visa, Master, American Express, and that's how that goes. And the better you are with, you know, managing that debt, and you know, playing the rules of that credit game, you probably do it. I mean, you'll have business credit in 30 days if you set up everything today. In like 30 days, there'll be some reporting, but building it up does take some time. I mean, at least 6 months to a year. At least, yeah, anywhere, yeah, probably, yeah, definitely at least 6 months to a year to actually start building business credit for real, in any way that you're gonna be able to monetize. But yeah, once you do it, it's something that I just did in the background. I just did it in the background of what I was doing, and you know, when things came up, I'm like, oh yeah, this business credit thing. But I appreciate y'all being here. It's about that time for me to get up out of here. My camera's overheating anyway. I really don't have a whole lot else to do today, so I wanna spend some extra time, but we don't have as many questions as we usually do. Some people are hopping off and watching the graph go up and down. I'm probably gonna go and try to figure out what can be done about this this invalid traffic thing. I saw one potential fix where a creator just increased the number of ads. Since RPMs are down, he just like doubled the number of mid-roll ads. So hopefully, if y'all see ads, y'all see more ads on my videos. Don't be mad at me. It's because of what's going on right now. So so I'm gonna try to figure out this thing and get our ad revenue back, because we need money in that pot to do things on this channel, man, and to help people. And also be looking on the channel and on my social medias for the promo code for 50% off coaching that we're going to be doing to help make up for this loss in revenue. So someone says, wait. Would you recommend cleaning business owners to invest in training like SEO, pay for the service? Then as always, are we really saying X now? We're not saying Twitter anymore? Okay, but I recommend cleaning business owners invest into training like SEO or pay for the service. If you are the CEO of the company, if you're the owner of the business, this is your business. Learn it yourself. You definitely need to. You're definitely gonna eventually pay someone, but they can screw you over forever, and then you need them. You can never not have them a part of your business, and they can charge you whatever you want if you just rely on them solely. You need to learn it yourself. If you run from the work, you might as well hide from the money. Do the work. Go and learn it. Go learn it. Go get good at it yourself, and then hire someone. So the answer is both. Yes, Invest in learning and training yourself in SEO, and pay someone to do it so you know that they're doing it right. In SEO, there's tons of different services that they sell you. They sell you on page SEO, off page SEO, uh, copywriting, backlink building. Like there's tons of things, and so you know you don't need everything. And so if you don't know what you need, you don't know what to do, then they can tell you anything. They can just say whatever. I could sell you SEO right now because I know you want it. I know you know it's good for your business and you know you need it, but you won't take the time to learn it. So I can just sell it to you and charge you whatever. See what I'm saying? Go learn it. Go put in the work. I love y'all, man. I don't want y'all to get messed over. Like, go put in the work and learn these things. Don't just try to give people money. Invest in yourself. That's money well spent. Invest in yourself. Spend time and train yourself. Spend money on training yourself. This is why I offer coaching and consultation. Book a consultation so that you can learn. Get the knowledge so that you don't. That's something that you can't lose. No one can take the knowledge away from you. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? Thank you as always. Awesome, fam. See you on the next one, Paul. Man, appreciate you. Or you on X? I am not on Twitter. I will make a Twitter later on though. My cleaning business is on Twitter, and I think my media company might be on Twitter. But we're not extremely active on Twitter. I'm trash at the whole Twitter thing. But I'll make one and I'll post it on here for you guys to follow me if you guys want to chat it up on X. Twitter, whatever we're calling it now. Just got the LSC yesterday. Media page is getting going. Never starting should be out next weekend, early next week. Cool. Love it. I love it. Keep the work going. Keep hustling. Houses of Roses in the Dark. It's a pleasure to have you, sweetie. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you so much. All right, man. Looks like we were able to help everybody who needed help today and address everyone in the chat. Yeah, go back to trying to figure out this issue with this invalid traffic, and hopefully, but yeah, don't be surprised if you see me selling a lot more. Y'all haven't seen sales DJ. Y'all seen branding. Y'all seen branding and relationship building DJ. Y'all haven't seen sales DJ yet, but sales DJ needs to come out of retirement and get back to selling because we've lost some revenue on the channel and we need to get it back. And so we don't take L's. We just win. We gotta find a way to win. So we gotta win. So don't be surprised if y'all see a few more ads from your boy. If you see a little more sales tactics, yeah, don't be mad at me. Just understand what's going on, man. If you can help contribute, then help contribute. Try to keep providing value, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. You guys can do this, man. This is it's not easy. It's not hard. It's stuff that you guys can definitely do. But I love y'all. Keep that boss mentality. Peace. Kill the stream.